Hi, this is Greg Torres, Grand Avenue Coffee. I'm the Cube Reader here. Today at the Barista Academy, we're going to learn how to do a good latte. And so a little bit of latte art. We'll keep it real fundamental. For those guys that have the home espresso brewers, if you got 9 bar pressure, then you're doing good on a good espresso machine. Let's do a little bit on how to do the milk too, so that you know how to do everything. But first of all, a good latte starts out with good espresso. Start out with some good fresh beans. Don't leave beans out. They'll oxidize really quick. They'll degas and you'll lose a lot of flavor and you'll definitely lose crema. Espresso means expressly for you at this moment. Pressed out. There's a romance behind it. It's not just, okay, I need my caffeine fix, give me a shot of espresso. It's to sit there and to enjoy the moment of espresso. You'll see people putting their nose in the espresso, enjoying the different aromas being released in the crema and so on. But good espresso makes a good latte, so we want to start out with that. So what you do on your espresso machine, make sure your portafilter is nice, dry, and clean. You don't want the coffee to start extracting before you actually put it into the espresso machine. Portafilter means portable filter. You grind your coffee in, and about halfway, you give a little tap just in case there's some air pockets. Water goes to the place of least resistance. It'll just punch right through there and go out only one side. You don't want that to happen. On a double shot, usually you want it to where you're about 18 grams of coffee in there, 18 to 20, depending how strong you like your coffee. Then after that, what you want to do is take 2 fingers and you want to level out your espresso. You don't want to pinch it, you don't want to press it down, you want to level it out. So take your 2 fingers, put it in, and turn. Go back to the original spot you were at, and turn again. Do it one more time. Turn. Then you brush off the excess coffee. Okay, now we brushed off our coffee. Now you got to tamp your coffee. This is a tamper. You hold your tamper very similar to a doorknob so you can make sure it's level when you press down. So it's not leaning to the side and all the water go to this side only and leave the other coffee under extracted. Put it in. Make sure your wrist is straight so you don't hurt yourself. Press down. Come up. Let what's in there fall over. Down again. You want about 30 pounds of pressure in there, and you want to just buffer it, finish it like that, and brush off your excess so it doesn't ruin the little rubber piece on the inside of your espresso machine. Flush out your drip head first, so if there's any dirty coffee or old coffee on the filter, it gets bled out. Then attach your portafilter, hot cups only because they'll knock out your crema, and pull it. Should take between 4 and 7 seconds before the coffee starts coming out. You want your shot to come between 20 and 30 seconds. That's when all the good stuff's going to be extracted from the coffee. After that, you'll start seeing some white bleaching happening. That's when all the bad elements begin to dissolve in your coffee. You don't want that. If it comes out too fast, it's going to be watery. Your espresso should be thick like oil. And you should be able to see it streaming down as a rat tail. See it streaming down as a rat tail? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're looking for. And then you want to see the crema in the cup. You want to see that cream. That's the carbon dioxide when it becomes soluble at 9 atmospheric pressures. That's what you're looking for. Okay? Now we're going to look at the milk. This is a whole nother animal. Looking at this one. Okay? You take your frothing pitchers. Try to keep your frothing pitchers cold, because you only have up to 100 degrees to enter in milk. After that, it just becomes bubbles. You don't want bubbles, you want a micro froth. It looks like meringue when you take a look at it. So that's what we're going to try to achieve, and I'll show you a little method on how to do that. First, take your milk, put in your frothing pitcher, as much milk as you need. You'll get the hang of it. You'll learn on how much milk you need for your shot. So this way you're not wasting a lot of milk. Always blow out your steam wand first. You don't want that vacuum pressure to pull that milk back in your boiler. Then after a couple months, you'll just smell like rotten milk all the time, and you'll have to get your machine either expensively repaired, or you're just going to need a machine, a home model. Okay, blow out your steam wand, take it, use your spout to kind of guide you on how to put it in, how to put the pitcher in. You want to hold it at a 45-degree angle because you want to create a swirl. Once you create that swirl, you want to bounce the spray head off the top of the milk to where you hear it go tss, 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 because that's when you're barely touching the top. You're introducing just a little bit of air. If it's cappuccino, you want a steady stream, so you listen for the sound like sss. But we're doing a latte, so we're shooting for that sound of just bouncing it off the top. Get your swirl going. Then you start your sound. Now when your hand's warm, that's when you've reached 100 degrees. That's how you know. And that's when you put that steam wand all the way back in. Okay, now my hand's warm. I put steam wand all the way back in and I just swirl the milk, knocking out all the big bubbles. Now when I can't keep my hand on there for more than a second, and before it starts changing sound in the milk, that's approximately 140 degrees, and that's where I want to stop. Okay? Wipe off your steam wand. Now, take a look at that milk. Okay? That milk is good looking. It's a micro froth. It looks like meringue. Now we're going to try to pour this, okay? So, what we're going to do, we take our coffee, put it in the cup. Now we're going to take a pour. Now, stay high, start high. What you want to do is you want to start high, just engulf all the coffee in the milk, then get close. When you get close, that's when it begins to whiten. Just stay in the middle, don't change course, just stay in the middle, and then at the end, just pull off on the edge, and you'll form a nice arc. Real basic, real basic. So, start up high, start pouring, get close, stay in the middle, stay in the middle, stay in the middle, stay in the middle. Nice pull down the end, and you have your heart. Beautiful. Okay, that's today's lesson on just how to do simple latte art. Remember, just stay in the middle and just pull down the edge. It'll pull that in, make it look real nice, and you'll have a nice, well-balanced latte you can sit there and indulge. Enjoy. Thank you.